So what happened is, for a number of years, I lived in a small travel trailer. And in 2002, I turned this trailer into the gallery that you see today. And that's when the art collection just exploded. It became more of an addiction by the time I started the gallery. I would venture to guess there's probably 1,200 pieces in here. I have a knack for being able to pick what should go together. I don't know what it is. It's magic, I guess. I remember, of course, all of the artists and can walk through the collection and point out who did almost everything. Every piece that I've purchased, I've loved them. There are very, very few pieces that I've thought later, what did I buy that for? There have been a couple, and I've gotten rid of them, but not many. I was born in Bozeman in 1947, and I graduated from high school at Helena High School in 1966. I had a father who hated me for the most part, and I was given my grandparents when I was 5 weeks old. So I lived with my grandparents, except when I went to school. And when I went to school, I lived with my parents. And I was always looking for someplace else to be and people to stay with. So it was pretty dysfunctional. But, you know, your family is yours. Your friends you get to pick. So, you know, it was great when I graduated. It was not a problem to leave. I joined the Air Force and was in the Air Force for 4 years. And I did okay at it. Lived in Puerto Rico for a couple of years. It was quite wonderful. In fact, the first art I collected is from Puerto Rico. I like collecting the artist as much as the art. When I look at each piece, especially from those who I've become friends with, the artist, you know, it's a little piece of each person. So you're not only buying the work, you're buying a little piece of them. So it's like my friends, you know, being surrounding me. I got out of the Air Force in June of 1970, and I was here before the end of the year, here in Nevada. I knew this is the town I wanted to retire in. I love the size. It's absolutely perfect. There are 500 people here. We've got all the amenities. We've got a hardware store and gas stations and a grocery store and all of those things. So everything you need is here. It's solitary because, you're really on your own. When you're a single person, it's really solitary. But you don't have to worry about what's going on in the neighborhood because there's never anything going on. It's really an easy life. The museum here was run by the Public Works Department and the Public Works Director, who could have cared less about museums. So I asked the county commissioners if I could be in charge of the museum as well. So I then ran the Opera House, the museum, the fairgrounds, the ballparks, and was called the facilities director. So I did that until April of 2011. And here I am. So what we've done is in the hallway here, we call it our Wall of Fame. So it's photographs that are signed by some of the artists who played here. And that brings us to this stage. I feel really privileged, even though I'm a fine art collector. It was a privilege to be able to collect theater art artists and musicians and that sort of artist in the collection too. As you sit in this balcony and enjoy a performance or music from the stage, it can take you back to those days in Eureka when it was a booming mining town of 3,000 or 4,000 people. People ask me, don't you get lonely living alone? And I don't. I'm surrounded by my friends day in, day out. Those paintings speak to me. It's wonderful to have their art and know that through their art they live on. And through my collection in Ely, as we'll see later, I live on. And I will be gone someday. Well, ever since I started collecting obsessively, my goal has been to make it become a public collection someplace. But there aren't very many people who want it. It's very time-consuming and expensive to curate. The thing that happens with this collection is that this is significant as a Nevada collection. And it loses that significance if you disperse it. So it has to stay together. And Ely, the Renaissance Society, are the only people who I think they don't have a clue what they're doing to themselves. but they are.
My name is Virginia Terry. Well, I was just stunned. I'm thinking, here's this little mining community, and now we're going to get this wonderful collection of art. So it was such an honor to us.
I like these coming out from the wall, like this.
Yeah.
I think so. We're in Ely at the Art Bank in Garnett Mercantile, and in the basement of the Garnett Mercantile is the Cuchine Collection Gallery. And because they're taking my collection, this is where they've started putting those pieces from the collection that I've given them to this point in time. And as I walk in, of course, I know that I collected each and every one of these pieces and gave thought to each one of them as I collected them. But it's not mine anymore. And even though it's got my name, I'm not responsible for it. So it's kind of nice to be able to come and just enjoy it. And I suppose it's, the kids have left home and it's time to go visit their family. I think it's Nevada more than just the West. It's open and free.
Oh, to me, Nevada means the open spaces, not a lot of rules, but the ability to live the way you feel that you want to live. It's a wonderful spot.
Oh, the skies are wonderful here. Montana is called Big Sky Country, but it has nothing on Nevada. And of course, I encourage people to buy art because, I think everybody should have art on their walls.